Now on Coast TV News.
The first ship through. A channel has been opened in the wreckage of the Francis Scott Key Bridge. What that means for Baltimore and what's next.
The Fenwick Island Police Department might be acquiring some new equipment. How that might help the community.
The city of Lewis hosting Delaware's first marijuana commissioner. The different details that were shared in the presentation today.
Dredging coming back to Ocean City. How long it will last and what's the priority?
And look for it to feel very frosty on Friday during the morning hours, but there's a plot twist to the temps by the time we get to next week.
This is Coast TV News at 11.
Marijuana still up for debate in the city of Lewis. Good evening, I'm Charlie Sakaitis.
And I'm Mallory Metzner. Welcome to our news at 11. We begin tonight with the state's marijuana commissioner speaking up in Lewis.
The first town is the only town along Sussex County's coast that hasn't made a decision yet about what to do with recreational pot. And today the state marijuana commissioner was looking to help them with that decision.
Coast TV's Charles Reinert shows us the biggest takeaways from the presentation today.
The clock is ticking for Lewis City Council to make a decision on if and how they will regulate marijuana businesses in town limits. The city just has a few more months to make their choice.
I want to make sure they have the information they need.
To help them along in the process, Delaware's first marijuana commissioner, Robert Koop, gave a presentation that broke down the current law and what the recently legalized plant means in the first state.
I felt like from the questions they were asking me that, they were prepared. They're kind of dialed into the topic. They see both sides of the discussion, the debate. And whatever they decide, I really think they're giving it the proper thought and really considering all the options.
Under state law, towns have the authority to ban marijuana-based businesses, like shops or growing facilities, in their jurisdictions. Multiple towns along the coast, like Rehoboth Beach and Bethany Beach, have already chosen to say no to pot. Lewis City Council members asked a lot of questions Thursday, from how much money the state would make in sales tax to what would happen if they chose to not take any action at all. While the clock is ticking for the city of Lewis to make a decision, the Office of the Marijuana Commissioner also has some big dates coming up, with the closest one being July 11th. And that's when the state is looking to adopt regulations for licensing marijuana businesses. I'm Charles Reinert in Lewis, Coast TV News.